Emily's got one crazy eye. She looks to the west and she looks to the sky. Don't ask how she sees. When she looks, she's watching you and me. Emily knows something about blow. Dizzy white snow finds its way up her nose. And don't ask how she feels. Mice and men are her only meals. But I can only say that I've seen better days, and this is my mistake, and I'll get only what I take. So messed up, I don't know why I even tried. This is the best I could do with what I had and all I knew. And we will fight all night. I don't see how we got here now. And this is all I have, and now it's all I have to give. But I can only say that I've seen better days. This is my mistake, and I'll get only what I take.
Okay, BOOZHOO, and welcome back to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am Nanaboozhoo. And this over here, this lovely lady, BOOZHOO, Natasha. Natasha away. This is Natasha. BOOZHOO, Gakina. Hello, everybody. So, yeah. Welcome back to the show. I see Wisani is here. BOOZHOO, Wisani. How you doing? So, that's a pretty cool little video we put together, huh? Yeah. I love that song. Yeah, little Wabi Maingan. A great guitar player. Great musician, overall musician from Duluth. He's another one of them OJIBWE speakers. Wabi. I remember the first time I met Wabi. Do you really? Yeah. I was in a bar. And this guy goes, "Hey man, this cat here his name is Wabi. You like him?" I go, "Oh, Robbie?" He goes, "No, Wabi. Wabi Maingan. He is the white wolf, or the vision wolf, or whatever. Wabi, to see. He is the wolf of vision." You know. I'm like, "Oh, that's his Indian name? What, he just goes by his Indian name in a bar?" So I went up and I met this kid, and he had a shaved head. He was bald? Yeah. It was back before, everyone's bald now, but I didn't trust it. I go, "Hey, Wabi, what's going on? Would you like a beer?" He goes, No, I don't drink. I'm on a fast." I'm like, "Oh, brother, get out of here." I didn't even want to like him. And then, got to talking to him. By the end of the night, I'm like, "Oh, this guy's really cool. I like him." And then we played guitar together, and oh, wow. He was really good. He made me sound good. So, if you're going to have friends when you're a musician, you got to make sure that they're good at whatever they do. It's like having a friend is one thing, but if they can make you sound like a better guitar player, that's another thing. So anyway, how you guys doing? Today's OJIBWE word of the day. Bamadaziyan. My life. Bamadaziyan. I don't need you to worry for me, Bamadaziyan. It's my life. I don't want you to tell me it's time to come home. I don't care what you say anymore. This is my life. Ba 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 da ba. Go ahead with your own life. Leave me alone. Oh, what? I never said you had to offer me a second chance. I never said I was a victim of circumstance. Listen, baby, I'm a victim of circumstance. You don't understand. You have to understand the circumstances. If you understood, he's not saying that. He's saying, I never asked you. I'm not saying I'm sorry. I don't need you to worry for me. I'm all right. I love that song. Old Billy Joel. How's that start? Got a call from an old friend, we used to be real close. Yeah. Said he couldn't go on the American way. Sold the shop, sold his house, something or other. Bought a ticket to the West Coast. Now he gives them a stand-up routine in L.A. I still belong. He quits his job and he goes out to L.A., becomes a stand-up comic? What are you going to do with your life? Bum-ba-da-bum-ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Bum-ba-da-bum-ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Bum ba da bum ba da bum 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 ba da ba ba da bum bum bum. Welcome to the Lone Ranger and Tonto. The story of the uncommon relationship between a white police officer of the law, a ranger, a Texas Ranger, and a Shanab known as Tonto. Kimo sabe, Tonto nindija nakaz. Niman wendam ji ayano mandon gum. Ekendon, what do you say? Gegu? Nah. Bazan chmokaman. You know. If the Lone Ranger and Tonto were more realistic, that's what Tonto would have sounded like. He'd be speaking a language. Hey, chamok. Hoka hey, I never ask you where you go. After I leave you in the morning, we go our different ways to separate situations. It's not that easy anymore. Today I do what must be done. I teach Ojibwe to total strangers. But now it feels as though we're living in a musical. But we don't even really like musicals. I'm gonna sing the show. Nah, I'm just kidding. Hey, how you doing? It looks like old Brandy Marie's here. Bonjour, Brandy Marie. Bonjour, Brandy Marie. How are you, my girl? We were just singing. Kind of feeling sort of musical on this Monday morning. On this Ishwa Anima A Good. On this day after prayer day, Monday, in the Ojibwe language, is Ishwa Anima A Good. And, for whatever that's worth, the day after prayer day. Yesterday was prayer day. This is the day after that. And tomorrow will be the second day after it. Brandy Marie is saying hello, Nanaboozhoo, and Natasha. Right, night sing. Michael, you're getting fancy. Yeah, Michael's really trying. He was up just late last night. That's why we're late today. We all stayed up past, what did we get to bed at 4? That was dumb. Playing around with the green screen and that. You want to see a clip of what we did last night? That's not it. Today I do what must be done. There is a house built out of stone. Wooden floors, walls, and window sills. Tables and chairs worn by all of the dust. This is a place where I don't feel alone. This is a place where I feel at home. I build a home for you, for me, until it disappeared from me, from you. And now it's time to leave and turn to dust. Sorry, forgot to turn the microphone back on. Check, 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 check. And now, no sound. Yeah, thank you, Jessica. So yeah, it's kind of a heavy song. There is a house built out of stone, tables and chairs. I forget the lyrics. Yeah, me too. So anyway, how you guys doing? Bonjour, Jessica. Welcome back to the show. Sorry we're late. I was just saying how we were up just late playing around with the green screen technology. You know, got a lot more options. But sometimes you just gotta turn on the camera and say, "Hey, bonjour. Hey, sweetie. Yeah, we got a call." Oh, really? What line? Line 2. Line 2. Let's see. Line 2. Oh, here it is. Caller, you're on the air. Hey there, NanaBOOZHOO. Oh, hey, Kermit, how are you? Oh, I'm doing just great, just great. You know, I just wanted to call and say, I really like that song. Which song's that? The one you just played, To Build a House. Oh, yeah. Well, thanks, man. Actually, we just sang along to a karaoke track. Oh, that's really great. You know, I like to sing too. Yeah, that's what I hear. I was just watching a video of you on the Muppet Show. You're singing with Debbie Harry. Oh, yeah, I remember that. We sang The Rainbow Connection. Yeah. Someday we'll find it. The Rainbow Connection. Yeah. So, what can I do for you today? Oh, I actually wanted to teach the Ojibwe word of the day. We already have one. Yeah, I noticed that. It was the Bamadazian, my life. So, well, I guess. So what? I'm familiar with the expression Mino Bamadazian. Yeah, that would mean my good life. So what does it mean when someone says Miigwech Gichimanado Gaiji Mino Bamadazian? How do you know so much Ojibwe? Oh, I've been hanging out on the res. Oh, yeah. Well, that's a prayer. That's somebody saying, "Thank you, Great Spirit, for my good life. Miigwech Gichimanado Gaiji Mino Bamadazian." Thank you for my good life. Sometimes, when people, if you see an eagle or something, you can take a little pinch of tobacco and put it in a tree or something, spread it somewhere. And, but just say to them, Miigwetchi manadu. Thank you, Great Spirit. You know, you're not thinking that actual eagle. He's sending your prayer up. And you can say, thank you, Great Spirit, for my good life. You know, it's not going to kill you to have a little gratitude. Yeah, that's the word I wanted to teach. The Ojibwe word for gratitude. Yeah, okay, go ahead. What's the Ojibwe word for gratitude, Kermit? Today's Ojibwe word of the day. Miigwetchi wendam. Gratitude. To be grateful. Yeah. Miigwetchi wendam. Thankful. You know, being grateful. Yeah, well, I guess that's all I wanted to say. Okay. Well, if there's nothing else, then I'll let you go. All right, well, keep up the good work. Gigawabamin, Minowa. Yay! Yeah. See you, Kermit. Gigawabamin. Yeah, good old Kermit. It sounded like he might have had a cold or something. Yeah, he's you know, I mean, let's face it, his voice has sounded weird ever since Jim Henson died. But I think that was just the grief. You know, well, he's getting older, you know. People's voices change when they get older. Plus, I hear off the set, Kermit's a chain smoker. He's a chain smoker? Oh, yeah. And a drinker, too. Get out of here. He's not a drinker and a smoker. No, it's true. He's got a lot of stress. Can you imagine if you're dating Miss Piggy? I mean, he's in a totally abusive relationship. Yeah, no kidding. When you think about it. Yeah. So he drinks, he smokes, he, you know, it's like it's not easy being green. Well, you know, he wants to turn that into a race thing, but it's because he's just so toxic. He's not supposed to be that green. Yeah. So Kermit, I'm worried about you if you're watching, you know. We were just at Sesame Street the other day, too. What was that, yesterday? Went over to Sesame Street and nobody was there. I think it must have been the COVID lockdown, huh? Yeah, I think everybody was indoors. Yeah. I didn't even see Big Bird wearing a mask or anything. Nobody was there. We just walked around. It was like the Omega Man. I halfway expected Charlton Heston to come around the corner and blast away. You know, you're a zombie. No, man. Remember that old movie? Omega Man? Yeah. I think it was kind of the original, that Will Smith movie where everybody dies or something. And he's just him and his dog. And what was that called? Legend or something. I am legend. Ooh. So, yeah. Bamadaziyan. My life. This is my life. What have I done? What have I done with my life, sweetie? What do you mean? You know, I could have been a contender. I could have been somebody. You should have been looking out for me. I'm not your big brother. Oh, yeah. Well, somebody should have been looking out for me. They just let me go. Yeah. It said the reconnection was successful. I hope we're still on. Was that? I don't know. I'm just going to pretend we were still on. Something just happened with my internet. You know. Probably because I have too many videos on here. When I get all fancy like this, you guys, I think I'm pressing my luck. I'm spinning too many plates at once. You know. My internet connection can only take so much of this fancy, you know, professional grade YouTube video. But yeah. So, seems like it should be story time or something, huh? Yeah, did you want to tell a story about, has something to do with Bamadaziyan? Yeah, this is a story about life. Should I tell them a story about my life? Or the life of, something has to do with one of my pictures here. Don't have any cool pictures. No. In all our playing around with the green screen technology, I couldn't be bothered to, You know. What's this picture? Oh, just Paul and Babe. All right, let's do this. Welcome to Bemidji Gamug, home of Paul Bunyan and Babe. This is the thing that makes me most proud to be not just an Anishinaabe, not just a human being, not just a mere human being, but a member of such a species that could create such great art as the Paul Bunyan and Babe statue. I don't know. Paul Bunyan and his blue babe, his babe blue ox, his blue ox babe. Paul Bunyan. There was a man named Paul Bunyan. He was a giant from Bemidji. He had a blue ox named Babe, who never went away. One day they froze in place. Right there on the shores of the Lake of the Crossing Waters, Bemidji Gamug. Bemidji is named after the lake Bemidji. And if you ever see like a movie where like you know, Vacation or something, where a family goes on like a dumb long car ride family vacation to a tourist trap place, they'll always show this picture. They're like, oh yeah, we were all over the country. We went to Mount Rushmore. We saw, you know, Niagara Falls. We did, you know, the Grand whatever. And we even went to this place way up north. Nobody remembers the name of the town because it can never pronounce it. What is that? Bemidji? Where are you guys from? What language is that? Well, sir, that would be the Ojibwe language. I, for one, take it very seriously. Nah, just kidding. But yeah, so that's Paul Bunyan and Babe. And we talked about it before. But I think it needs to be said again. This is an open letter to Antifa. Because let's face it, you guys are the ones most responsible for tearing down statues of white men. You know? Justify it however you want. But you went on a rampage last year, tearing down statues of Columbus. You know? Each time, you know, they'd pull down some, you know, 200-year-old statue and some courthouse lawn and wherever. Bunch of cell phones everywhere, and they turn around and like give a nod. You're welcome, Native Americans. We get it. This is what you wanted us to do, and you never had the courage to do before. So the open letter is, please, number one, don't blow up Mount Rushmore. We don't hate Mount Rushmore. You know. But as a as a protector of the community of Bemidji Gamug, you know, as a Ogichida, as a warrior of these people in this community, I'm asking you, as a gentleman, leave Paul Bunyan alone. You are not welcome to come here and deface our beloved statue. You know? He is ours. And say what you will. Oh, yeah, he's the patriarchy. Oh, yeah, he's clear-cutting. You know? Paul Bunyan, if he were alive today, he'd probably be digging a pipeline. listen, man, this isn't your fight. Paul Bunyan gives us a glimpse in the past when giants walked the land. Real giants. The Smithsonian doesn't want to talk about it. They have giant skeletons, thousands of them. Way more evidence of a race of giants that walked the earth not that long ago. Lived among what we would call regular-sized people. Stories of giants all over in folklore, and even in the Bible. But Smithsonian instead says, no, we have evidence of dinosaurs. Yeah, there's giants, giant lizard Godzillas. Giants are only real when they're Godzillas. When they're Paul Bunyan, that's just nonsense. So, no. Paul Bunyan, he was a Misabe. He was a giant. He is cousin to Sabe, the Bigfoot. I mean, not Bigfoot, but, Sasquatch. Oh. So, you've been warned, Antifa. People in Bemidji are armed and dangerous. There's a lot of rednecks who live here, by the way. The school has named themselves after this Paul Bunyan. Please do not blow up Paul Bunyan. You can have the Statue of Liberty. All right. So let me get rid of... That was my rant on Paul Bunyan. I don't care. Too much hate in the world. Oh, we'll take a blow against racism. We blew up a statue of Columbus. That didn't do anything, you guys. It was an empty gesture. All that says to me is that you have no respect for art and artistry. Even that, like remember that video in Russia or whatever country that was, pulled down the statue of Stalin, and all the crazy people are chanting in the streets, "Ah, we're free," or whatever. I was like, would you guys calm down? That's just a statue. That's a problem. You guys are worshiping statues. That's another thing that's in the Bible. Don't do that. Oh, look at me. I won an Academy Award. A golden statue. Well, good for you. You also won $10 million to play a pirate. To play Tonto. Back on Lone Ranger and Tonto. Did Johnny Depp get an Academy Award for being Tonto? I don't remember him getting an Academy Award for that. Yeah, he should have. I love any portrayal that mixes, Kiss folklore with Native American stuff. I think they should make another movie where Tonto from Lone Ranger and the Johnny Depp Tonto, when he's all in black and white. Yeah. I want to see like the sequel where he joins Kiss. Or he joins the insane clown posse. Yeah, it could be the Anishinaabe clown posse. Exactly. Come on, Johnny Depp. It's time to clean yourself up and make the sequel to Lone Ranger and Tonto. Put the makeup back on. Find that old dead crow. And Tonto's Revenge or whatever. Tonto goes into the city and he meets up with Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons. He's like, "Bonjour, Paul, Gene." And in this movie, Paul and Gene just walk around in makeup. And they're like, "Hey, Tonto, how you doing? I've come a long way to see you, Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons." And Paul Stanley would be like, "Hey man, I really like your makeup And your long black hair, can you dance? Can you sing? It's like, I can do one better. I can play Ace Frehley licks, you know, and I can ride a horse. That's what Kiss needs. I think Kiss should hire Johnny Depp as Tonto, as the new lead guitar player, and gets new makeup. Don't just put on Ace Frehley makeup, and then incorporate a horse, a spotted pony, a black and white spotted pony into the Kiss show. So like during his guitar solo, he'd go off stage for a second and come riding out, and then jump off with his electric and be like, bow, ba-da-now, na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, whoa, no. And then Paul Stanley could sing the Beethoven's Fifth or whatever the song that is. La 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 la. No, I can't. That's you. Anyway, what am I talking about? What am I doing, sweetie? I don't know. I'm trying to get serious here. This is a deep, serious Ojibwe language podcast. Bamadazian, my life. What can I say about my life that would be entertaining, educational? So what we've learned today is that I don't mind Paul Bunyan. In my life, I've come to believe in giants and disbelieve in dinosaurs, in Godzillas. I'm just going to call them Godzillas. Because the term dinosaur, I learned this the other day. Dinosaur was made up in the late 1800s. I don't know. Sir Benjamin Owen. Something like that. Sir Owen Benjamin. No, that's a podcaster. Sir John Owen or somebody. The guy who invented the term, coined the term dinosaur, was part of the Royal Historical Society in England in the mid-1800s. And, he was a museum guy who was into fossils and, I don't know what. But, he came up with the term dinosaur and then 3 years later found the first dinosaur tooth. And they constructed everything beyond that since 1850s. It wasn't that long ago. Nobody back in the days of the grandfathers talked about the days when Godzillas roamed the earth. That whole narrative is all okay. You know how the Bible says the earth isn't that old? Well, it's actually millions and millions. There was a time, even before humans here, much longer, did the dinosaurs rule the planet than humans. Just another one of those things that makes us look not that impressive. And confirm this idea that outer space exists. And oh, look out. Any minute, a random rock can just hit the planet and kill everything off like it did the dinosaurs. But look at these skeletons we have. Yeah, what's in the back there, sir? Didn't I see a full human skeleton? Once again, I didn't do my research, but there's all kinds of pictures. Just Google giant skeleton Smithsonian, and you'll see old newspaper clippings. 2 guys will be standing next to a 20-foot tall skeleton, fully, every bone in like a burial, whatever. But they're hiding that. They don't want us to believe in dinosaurs. I don't know why. I don't know why he swallowed a fly. Perhaps he'll die. But this is my life. What do you think, sweetie? You want to get up there and say hello to the people? I think I've rambled on long enough. Sure. All right, you guys. I'm going to head out and let Natasha come and say, BOOZHOO. Ekaton BOOZHOO, as they say. But miigwech bizandawiag. Thank you for listening to me talk about these very important matters. Do you think? Yeah, they're so important. All right. I'll see you. Wabung. I'll see you tomorrow. Come tomorrow. All right, dude. Time to shine. You can carry me over there. Okay. Gigo up a min. Minawa. Awa. Okay, sweetie. I got the crowd warmed up for you. Okay. Just give me a minute here. And once again, what did I do? Hey, Michael, will you go over there and grab my glove? Sure. BOOZHOO, everybody. How are you? Yeah, another 2-hour late day. We figured out how to do a green screen thing. And so we stayed up till like 4 in the morning playing around with this new program we have. And then I thought, well, I'll just take a nap for an hour. And 3 hours later, my cat's waking me up. Okay. Me. How's that? Sounds pretty good. Do, re, mi, si. Why are you wearing that harmonica thing? Oh, because you never know. Yeah, because I forgot I was wearing it. Sometimes it snows in April. BOOZHOO! Natasha Nindigenous Cause. Natasha is my name. And let's see who's here. Shady Side is here. BOOZHOO, Shady Side. How are you today, my girl? Jessica, BOOZHOO, Jessica. Brandy Marie. It was like buffering. I wasn't sure if we were on the internet or yours. That was our problem. We got a little thing that came up, said, oh, the OBS has stopped working. And then it just right away went, it's reconnected. I'm like, well, I don't know why. Oh, maybe it's because we were talking about conspiracy theories. Sweetie, do you think that was Big Brother or the, what did that guy call it yesterday? The Squid Overlords? You know, I don't know. That's pretty paranoid thinking. They didn't want us talking about giants. No! What are you, a conspiracy theorist? You don't believe in Godzillas? Children. Welcome to Sesame Street. Send your angry letters. Yeah. So, yeah. How you guys doing? But Marizian, my life. And what would you call your life? You know? What makes up your life? Getting up in the morning, drinking some coffee, taking a shower, doing your morning routine, warming up the car, going to work, sitting in a cubicle, doing your tasks, taking a break, getting off work, going to the grocery store, come home, have a beer. It's pathetic. No, I'm just kidding. I don't need you to worry for me, 'cause I'm all right. But it can become that, you know. If you're not real deliberate about how you live your life, you just become a slave to this grind, you know. I was always concerned with, the clock's ticking. Where's my life going? What am I going to do with my life? Will I ever be rich and famous? Will I ever find love? Will things ever work out? Or am I doomed? Am I doomed to mediocrity? You know? And sure enough, yep, you were. Oh well. You get used to it after a while. I don't need you to worry for me, 'cause I'm alright. La 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 la. I don't want you to tell me. Hey, sweetie. Yeah? You got a phone call. I've got one? Okay. What, let me guess, line 2? Yeah, line 2. Okay. Caller, you're on the air. Except you're not on the air yet. Was that line 2? Oh, I'm sorry, it was actually line 1. Caller, you're on the air. Huh? No, see, that never works. What's going on? Yeah, excuse me, is this Joe Biden? Yeah, it's Joe Biden. Okay, I'm going to move your graphic. How you doing? Welcome to the show, Mr. President. Yeah, it's Joe Biden. Yeah, I know. How you doing? Oh, you smell good. You can't smell me with a phone. Huh? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Joe? Huh? What? Joe, you can't just call into the show and fall asleep like that. Who is this? This is Natasha from BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. You called us. You wanted something. You did something kind of creepy. You tried to sniff me. No. I'm sorry. Yeah. So what do you want? It's Joe Biden. I know. I'm for crying out loud. Look, I gotta go. Yeah, no, wait. I want to say something. Okay, go ahead. Come on, man. I just want to put my hands on your shoulders. Okay, I'm getting off the line right now. Okay. Gigawa Min. Minawa. All right. I'm not going to put up with that. You don't have to. Dude gives me the creeps. I know. I mean, I know he's harmless. He's just a puppet. He's not really a real person. He's just an actor. But still, it's not cool. Everybody knows it. Nobody wants to talk about it. Joe Biden, his hands grabby, sniffing. I don't know. I say forget Joe Biden. There is a house built out of stone. Well, there's some walls and window sills. There is a house built out of stone. Wooden floors, walls and window sills. Tables and chairs worn by all of the dust. This is a place where I don't feel alone. This is a place where I feel at home. He's actually on the piano right now. I built a home for you, for me, until It is a peer from you, from you. And now it's time to leave. Oh, sorry. And turn to dust. I built a home for you. So yeah, my life, I don't need you to worry. The mod is a yawn. Okay, I'm just gonna say a little prayer. Kitchimanadu. Miigwech ga iji mino b'madaziyan. Great Spirit, thank you for my good life. Miigwech bizandawiyeg. Thank you for listening. Ape inge. Amen. And you have been watching. I think on that note, I'm just going to get out. Yeah, okay. I just kind of feels like a good time to quit. All right, you guys. Just want to say, miigwech ganawabi egg. Thank you for watching. BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. I am Natasha. This is NANABOOZHOO. BOOZHOO. Over here is Michael. So good at carrying us around. BOOZHOO, everybody. And we'll be back tomorrow, probably at a regular time. Have a wonderful day. And I'll see you again. Gigawawa min, minawa. Hoa. And live stream, la la la.